candle profile. You need to know about candle profiling. How do I profile my candle? One candle. How do I profile it? So answer me this question, Nolan. Do you want to be stuck in this shit? Do you want to trade this? Like, is this like a good, is this good price action for you? Like this?
If I were trading on the daily, no.
All right. If you were trading on the 15-second, maybe. But
Okay.
you want to be trading, you want to be catching big moves. You don't want to be catching fucking bullshit moves. So you want to be catching expansions.
So tiny pause here so that I can think about this correctly. So for me, when I see that, I'm thinking, well, there was probably a clean setup on the 15-minute or the 5-minute or something like that, which to what you're saying is that's probably true, but is that really the kind of trades you want to be taking?
Exactly. Those are a lower probability. I'm not saying you're gonna miss all of these days.
Okay.
I'm saying you get in the mindset of this can be lower probability. Why? Candle profiling. What does that mean? It's not a concept that I invented. I learned from a lot of guys and then implemented everything into my own shit. So, candle profiling is if a candle, and let me hop on the 4-hour and you will see it better, maybe. Point out to me every single big candle, right? Tell me any candle that you want me to stop at that it's a big candle or it's a delivered like displacement candle. Here?
Yeah.
All right.
Or that ginormous black one. I mean, that's a cleaner one too. Yeah.
All right. Perfect. So what does this candle have? A small wick.
Yeah.
And then a small wick, huge fucking displacement. So let me hop on the 1-hour, for example. You can look at it and you will see it, bro. I'm a hop back. Some random day. I don't know what this day did. So is this candle? What does this candle do? Goes back up and then fucking dumps down, right?
Right.
So this is not a displacement candle. This is an indecision candle.
Mm-hmm.
Indecision meaning it has huge wicks on both sides and a small body. Now you can tell me, yeah, but I can catch this move, close at this level, for example. Maybe you can, yeah, but that you gotta combine that on every time frame. This candle is an expansion candle. What does this candle have? And how do you know if it's an expansion candle? If it's close to if it opened here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Adam, you can also listen to this. I'm not marking out this whole shit, this whole previous candle. Why? Because if I'm, let's say, bullish here, if I'm bullish, I'm marking out the 50% of the wick. What do we do here? We respect the 50% of the wick of the previous candle. That tells me this candle is an expansion candle or has a higher probability of being an expansion candle. What candle next you see? It's a really big candle. This is the first. Yep.
Before we move on, that wick that you just profiled, why did you profile that particular wick?
I don't know. It was the first one that had like a fucking huge ass wick.
Okay.
Right? Oh, you're talking about this?
Yeah. Like why? What made you mark out that particular, or was it just a random example?
Oh, it's a random example, but I can show
you.
you.
Well, no, because that one, the next candle next to it is a displacement candle.
Yeah, let me show you this. Let me show you. Wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you more examples so we can understand it better.
So with a displacement,
you told me something about the wick being 50% of the body size. Explain.
No, Adam, listen. You got it a bit wrong. So the wick, or maybe I understood you wrong. But let me ask you: are you talking about the wick, like this wick, right, being 50% of this candle?
Right. That's what makes
or this candle. So this or the previous candle. What are you talking about?
No. What I'm trying to say to explain to Nolan, at least what you explained to me, is if the wick of the body of its own candle is more than 50%,
No,
then
no,
it's
no, no,
not
no,
a,
no, no,
what's it called, candle.
no, you got it wrong. So my bad if I explained it wrong. It's listen again. So that's why I'm here. I'm explaining it a million times. I'm gonna show you on the daily, give you a daily example.
Okay.
If I want to see this candle, so it's simple as this. If on the daily, I want to see this candle be an expansion candle, right? Because we open, so first of all, where did this candle close? Here, right? This black candle closed here, so that is Wednesday. The next one opened where this closed, right? It didn't perfectly open there because it's a new day opening, so it's for another time. I don't want to confuse you with all of that. So
Gap
this,
down a little.
yeah, exactly. New week or new day opening gap, right? Nolan, you know about it?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Adam, we will talk about it. Don't want to confuse you. Don't think about it. So this candle should respect the 50% of this previous candle's wick.
Okay.
Adam, does it make sense?
That makes sense. I guess what I was talking about is what makes a displacement candle.
This makes a displacement candle. Now,
Gotcha.
listen to this so you can understand it even better. Next day, this day, right? Before you hop on the charts, if this is an expansion or displacement candle, now because it's bullish, right? This candle closed bullish, right? You cannot mark out the wick. You're not marking out the upper wick. You're marking out the body or the whole candle. So you're marking out, my bad, you're marking out the whole candle. We need to respect the upper half of the 50%, so the upper half of the previous daily candle. Make sense?
Yep.
Adam, does it make sense?
It does.
All right, let me go over it a million times.
So that's kind of your confluence that this is an expansion candle or
On the
a
daily.
displacement.
Yeah. Now let me hop on the 4 hour. Give you another example. So what do we do when we open? We go higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is NQ. What is my bias? Don't think about it. I'm gonna just tell you now, for the sake of the argument, this is my bias. Why? Because these are failure swings, or if you would, relative equal highs, right? This high didn't sweep this high. It left relative equal highs, or if you would, failure swing highs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So on the daily chart, I cannot trade bearish if on the daily we left these highs. If we go bearish, I don't fucking care about it. I'm not trading.
Question. And if I'm asking too many questions and you want me to wait till the end,
no.
feel free to. For me, this is where I kind of get messed up on daily bias, because for me, I would see that and see we didn't sweep the highs and we made a lower high, so we could be going into a consolidation or shifting back bearish. So for me, I would be seeing that the opposite, which is insightful because obviously that's why I'm on the wrong side of the market at times. But I'm just sharing that with you, so as we're going through this, you at least know where my head has been.
Yeah, good. That's good. So why I'm gonna try to explain the best as I can. So and this goes into phases of price. It's like it's a
Which
lot of stuff.
I'm aware of those.
You know about phases of price?
Mm-hmm.
Well, where did you learn that from?
Probably a while ago, and it's just gotten clearer as I've dug more into liquidity and everything. But it's essentially, I don't remember the exact ICT terms, but it's essentially consolidation, manipulation, and then a reversal and expansion in the right direction.
All right, so you have all right, that's good enough. You have that's AMD. People call it AMD, like accumulation, manipulation, distribution. People call it a million different names. It's like you either have a consolidation, reversal. So which reversal is an expansion, right? Just in the opposite direction, which is here, for example, right? So if you want to dumb it down, you have fucking like displacement or fucking how the fuck
We
do you
can
say
use
it?
whatever
Yeah.
terms you would like to use. I'm just giving you my level of understanding.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go back into this day. So I'm not fucking trading away from failure swings. That is a rule. Like I'm not trading. I don't. If we get the bearish move, I don't fucking care. That's not in my system. That's not how the market moves. And you see it here. We did not leave these highs. We are never leaving highs on the daily. These are perfect highs. Let me show you on the 4-hour. It looks even better. What is this, bro? This fucking, bro. This is like, you see this shit. You can see it easy, bro. High failure swing. We fucking dump, bro. We dump. We leave them. We gotta take them, right? We're not leaving them. So that is my daily bias, right? In the terms of like Friday, fuck this. Yeah, I want to see that get taken, right? Now, 4-hour. Again, candle profiling. Now I can go into the YM. Why I'm going into the YM? Because NQ took all of those, right? So YM doesn't have relative equal highs, right? Or failure swings, however you want to call them. It has this high, which is, if you look at the date, 21st of October, 21st of October, right? This high on NQ is this high on YM, right? Bro, I got a shit ton of sauce for you, but I don't want to confuse you. I just saw this. I don't want to confuse you with this. I'm gonna maybe talk about it, later. But tell me this. I'm gonna go a bit like deeper into this shit. When did we take the highs on NQ? 8
a.m. Yep.
ES. Let me mark out the highs. My bad. Let me see. Yeah. When do we take them? Let me hop on the 1-hour. This is 8 on YM.
And it hadn't taken it. Okay. It was lagging.
Perfect. It was lagging. So how do I know that YM can continue higher and follow NQ and ES? What does NQ do after taking out the highs? Does it consolidate? Does it reverse? No, it keeps going higher, right? So NQ and ES snitched on what YM will do. They told you, oh, YM can go higher, right? Candle. Now let me go back into candle profiling. I don't know if this is too much for you, but I'm trying the best as I can.
No, you're good. Keep going, please.
All right. Let me show you this. So I'm gonna go a bit deeper into this shit.
Okay.
So daily. Why I use the daily, and why you gotta use all assets and the daily and everything. So what do you have here? Like a daily gap, right? You have a daily fair value gap, right? You have a daily gap. We tapped it. This day, I spoke about this to Adam. This day, when we fucking dumped, I'm gonna show you on the 4-hour, this move didn't catch because it didn't make sense to me. I viewed this as retracement on the higher time frames. That was my thinking. Why? Because we are not, once again, we are not leaving all of these. We are not leaving all of these highs. That's a bunch of highs, and we are not fucking dumping without taking them. So in my eyes, this is a retracement. I'm bullish. So next day I'm bullish, right? So I was saying to myself, next day, when I hop on the charts at, let's say 9:15, that's when I hop on. I want to see previous day low SMT. We get exactly that. And let me tell you this, because this is hindsight, right? And I'm transparent as you can get. I took 0 trades this week. Nothing. There was absolutely nothing in my system that I wanted to be a part of. Why? Because the week before that, I made 9R. So you know what risk reward is. So 9 hours for me a week, I'm fucking good. This week I don't gotta trade. If it presented itself, I would have taken a trade. 100%. It didn't. But let me show you this. So this day is a retracement into this fair value again. So this is basically like the next day. Like next day will expand. This day, what was this day supposed to do? Retrace. We did it. Next day should expand, right? So I want to have an SMT there. Do I have it? Right? Right? Do you see it?
I do.
Perfect. And you hop in the lower time frame. Tell me this. Is this candle respecting the upper half of this wick? Right? So this can be an expansion candle. Doesn't need to. I want to see what the lower time frame is telling me.
But that makes it a displacement candle, right?
Yeah, if it respects the wick of the previous candle. And this, so in this case, for example, as I told you, I want to see 50% of this candle, whole candle, right? Because this is bullish. So we open here, right? So I don't want to see it go all the way down, right? I want to see it have a small wick. This is just how you see how you determine mechanically, determine big wicks and small wicks, and then you can pair that with expansion candles. If that makes sense. Does it make sense?
It does.
Perfect.
I'm tracking you.
All right, so what do you have? This is the previous day low, SMT, right? I'm a market. Right. This low is the previous day low. You have SMT there. Okay. 2 assets didn't take him, 1 asset did. So I'm gonna ask you this. What asset out of these 3 is the weakest?
The one that swept the lows.
So that would be YM, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. So that's why he took the highs like later than these 2, right? Because they were stronger, right? So what do you want to see? You hop on the 4 hour, let's see. 4, right? Hop on the 4 hour. Now, I never, this is my rule, I never enter a trade if I don't have 2-stage SMT. 2-stage SMT is an SMT on the higher time frame and then an SMT on the lower time frame. And why? Why the fuck do you need an SMT? Because SMT confirms manipulation, and I know that SMT will confirm my swing. So write this down if you want. You want to trade away. You want to trade away from swing lows and highs. So swing highs and lows, however the fuck you want to write, right? You want to trade away from swing highs and swing lows. Why? I can delete all this shit.
Because it's going to go to the next liquidity zone.
Now, just tell me this. When did we move? You can open up your charts if you want. When did we move without a swing? Every move starts with a swing. Just look. You can just look. What is this? A swing, right? A swing low. We fucking rip up higher, right? We consolidate a bit. Don't do shit. We move up. What is this? Swing, right?
We move liquidity. Are you looking at that? Are you essentially saying, considering liquidity? Because I've heard so many different ways of defining swing highs and swing lows. For you, is a swing low or a swing high the wick that swept liquidity?
I think it's 3 candles or something, right?
Swing high or swing low is just, bro. Wait, I'm explaining, bro. Just look at the charts. The low, you can see the low, right?
Right.
Low, like this low is a swing low, right? It's a fucking low, right? Right. Why is this low? So this is also on a low, right? Why is this low not a swing low?
Because it doesn't taken out
the full state of direction.
This on the 4 hour, it's not a swing low. Because swing lows are spaced out. First of all, swing lows are spaced out. So this is a swing low. It's spaced out from all of the other lows. But if I hop on the 1 hour, I can bet my dick on this that it's a swing. Maybe it's not. Yeah, this is not a swing low. This is, right? These are, once again, this low is a failure to this low, right? They're close by, and then this low is all the way down here. Like, let me see. Like,
So
it's
is that not a
50
swing
points.
low also?
50 points, and this is 12. What did you ask, Adam? Sorry, my bad.
Wouldn't the low to the left be the swing low?
Yeah, this is the swing low, right? But it's discretion, right? It goes a little bit into discretion. We probably have an SMT here or something. I don't want to guess, so I don't want to confuse you with that, and I don't want to say, oh, this we have an SMT 1,000,000%. But yeah, this, right? My bad. Yeah, this is a swing low. We never ended up sweeping it,
So
but this is enough.
essentially major
Yeah.
lows that price hasn't taken out yet, or highs.
Yeah.
Got it.
So or or in this case, right? If I hop on the 4 hour. Wait, let me see. Wait a second. All right. My mouse got fucked up, but yeah. On the 4 hour, where is your swing low here, bro? This is your swing low, right?
Right.
This is also a swing low because
Right.
it's spaced out, so they're far away from each other, right? Why is this not a swing? Because it's a failure swing to this high. And this high is a failure swing to this high. And then fucking this high is a failure swing to this high. We got a lot of highs. That's why I'm not trading fucking bearish, right? Make sense?
It does.
All right, perfect. So I'm gonna go back into
And
Yeah.
do you also, on that particular note, before we move on, are you also looking at whichever highs or lows price is closest to be kind of favoring that direction? Because there's a ton of lows as well. It's just prices so far.
Where do we have down lows? Here, all the way here?
That's what I'm saying. They're like so far
Tell
away.
me. Yeah, tell me exactly. Tell me, answer me this. Can one day go 1,000 points? It can. It was this Friday.
Yeah, very unlikely.
Exactly. Very unlikely. And you're trading probabilities. So the probability of that happening is not in the books.
Got it.
All right, perfect. So back into it. We have the previous day low sweep, right? Previous day low sweep with SMT, right? Then you have what? This low on the 1 hour is a swing low, right? Because it's spaced out from this. So this is also a swing low, right? It's just down. So we went down, up, made a new low, then went up. So this is a swing and this is also a swing, right? So we sweep this, right?
Right.
Do we sweep it? Right. Right.
Okay.
All right. So that's your second stage SMT. Now this becomes a swing low that is protected. How do you know it's protected? It has an SMT. That's how you confirm it. You confirm it by you confirm manipulation by SMT. That's why I demand SMT to have. Make sense?
MQ sweeped it and
yeah. And bro, if I can, let me just check for a second.
So now, because I know probably based on the daily, you want to be trading, you want to be buying the lagging asset.
Not the lagging. I want to be buying the strongest asset. You have something called precision swing point. And that is, you will see that also before every big move. And I just found it, I think. Okay. Before this move, this is your cracking correlation. Like SMT is a cracking correlation, right? What do we have before this move? We have everything that I told you, right? See this candle? And I'm gonna tell you why it's important. And this maybe sounds like bullshit to you, but when you see it all over again, repeating itself, then you will be like, bro, what? Like, what the fuck? That was I was like, bro, what? How did this candle close? This candle.
Bearish. Oh shit.
Every day, before every single move, you got this shit. That's your third crack in correlation. Now you 100% know this is your fucking place to be in the trade. We close. So what asset is stronger now? What asset is stronger? So you have
Yes.
SMT. Exactly. We closed bullish. That is your precision swing point. And then you, bro, it repeats itself on every time frame, every single day before every single move. You will see it day in and day out. I promise you that. I told you this. When you start looking at the charts that way, you will see it by yourself. I don't gotta prove it. You will see it. Like, literally, you will just see that shit. Before every move, you got it on different time frames before every single move. Let me show you this. I didn't want to show this to Adam today because I didn't want to overcomplicate everything.
So between, as you're looking for that, between those three assets, which would have been the one? I know we wouldn't have traded Friday, but hypothetically, if you were to have taken the trade, which of the three would you have actually traded?
Which of the three would I trade?
The one that didn't take
This Friday
or something.
The past Friday that you just marked up.
YM, the weakest.
Okay, so you do trade the lagging one then.
It's like what price gives me. I trade all assets. I trade fucking NQ, ES, YM. Depends on the day.
Well, I mean, like say in this case, NQ and ES told on YN, and because YN was technically lagging the other ones because the other two were stronger. So in this case, you would look at NQ and ES as telling the future, and you would look to actually place that trade on YN to catch up to the other two. Okay.
Why? Because
I think that's because all-time highs are
yeah,
the animal.
Why? So why I want to look at it? Because what do I target here? What do I target?
I mean, what can you target?
Nothing, right? What do I target here? Nothing. Here, I have the targets open. So, candle profiling. Let me get back into it a second. This candle, right? Let me just open the 4 hour. This is. Wait, what did I tell you? Just so you don't think I'm fucking bullshitting you. This candle, right? 6, right? How did this candle close?
Bullish. Yeah. So you're essentially primarily
every day, bro.
You're looking
every
for
fucking
divergence. Got it.
Every fucking
that
move.
CIC thing I saw you mention in Twitter.
Crack in correlation, yeah. It's the same as SMT. Like this is a form of SMT, form of divergence. So what did 2 a.m. do? Right? This is how I'm profiling my candles. This is like the 4 hour profiling. What did this candle do, right? We swept the previous candle low and closed inside of the range, inside of the previous candle range with SMT, right? Or with SMT here, right? And then with second stage SMT, with this candle closing bearish, this candle closing bullish, which tells you this asset is stronger. And I can hop on NQ and you will see the same shit. So sweep it, close bullish, right? We close bearish. Then you hop on the lower time frames. Oh, I have my targets open. Really fucking clear targets, right? I have a 4 hour precision swing point with SMT. This will not get taken. I'm building a narrative. I'm building of what the market is telling me. Then I hop on the 30 minute, the this and that. What do we have on the 30 minutes? So and once again, why is SMT important? It tells me that the low or the high that I'm trading away from in the opposite direction is protected with SMT, right? SMT confers manipulation or crack in correlation. SMT, same shit, right? I hop on the 30 minute. I showed this today to Adam. Adam, I didn't show you all of this that I'm showing it now because, you know, I don't want to overwhelm you with the shit.
Quick question, if you don't
Yeah.
mind.
Mhm.
So for me, I've been using the like candlestick break of structure to confirm manipulation. Is that a piece of what you're using at all?
No.
Okay.
I use my profiling. I use my daily candle. What did the daily candle do? What did the 4-hour candle do? Do I have an SMT? Do I have open targets? Am I respecting bullish or bearish order flow on all the fucking time frames and shit? So yeah, but now we sweep all of the highs, right? On every asset.
Mm-hmm.
We fucking rip up higher. And yeah, I wanted to show you this 30-minute, right? Do we tap this gap, right? Do we tap this gap?
Mm-hmm.
No, we don't. But we do here. What time is it? 9:30. What does 9:30 do? Gives volume. YM, what did it do? 9:30 tapped the gap, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then you can hop in the lower time frames. Then you know that first of all, this we will not come back to this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then you have an SMT here with the 30-minute gap, and you have an SMT here, right? Oh, how the fuck do I know which SMT I use or which SMT I do not use? It's narrative building. It's like everything that I showed you, you combine all of that, right? You have, right? Did this low, did it get swept? Fuck, it didn't, right? Got swept on YM, right? We
Mm-hmm.
close above it, 933. So 930, what does 930 do? Manipulate. Lower, creates an SMT, pushes up higher. It's telling me it doesn't want to go lower, creates a fair value gap, which is one of the strongest signatures in price. You can enter there and target your 3R. Right? Makes sense?
So your stop you wouldn't go below that swing low?
No, because then I get what?
Horrible. But is that not risky with your
No,
stop loss that tight?
no. Why is it not risky? It's 9:30. So I need to see volume. I don't want to see it come back. And then second of all, this low is the swing low. So listen, why is it
I
not
see.
risky?
Because it already swept the lows, so
Yeah,
it's
so
not
this
going to go
low,
back there.
yeah, exactly. So sometimes, yeah, you can get fucked up by this. But I'm willing to get fucked up once and get a much better R, right? Makes sense?
This is why I only have taken 8 trades this month, because I typically put my stop below the swing low. And if the market gives me a shit R, then I just don't trade.
Yeah. But like all of this that I told you
Yeah.
is like, this is how the markets move.
It makes a ton of sense.
This is not, I told this to Adam, this is not a strategy. I'm not giving you a strategy to trade. I'm giving you how the markets move and you build your strategy around it. Right? I'm giving you, oh, this is happening because of this and this. And now, obviously, because you're just starting out, you need to build confidence in that. You need to see it for yourself. That takes time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need to see it, literally see it by yourself. Oh, fuck. Wait a second. Yeah. You need to see it by yourself, right? I can help you what to look for, but I cannot if I could put my mind, my knowledge into your head, I would do it now, bro. I would transfer it. Not for real, I would transfer it, but it doesn't work that way, right? You gotta see it play out over, and you will see it every day. What I'm doing with Adam is I told him every day when we hop on a call, he takes a trade, I take a trade, or I don't take a trade, doesn't matter. We go over that day immediately at 11 or maybe 11:30. We go over that day immediately. Oh, this happened, this happened, this happened. Then literally that day he already knows. Oh, this is where I went wrong. This is how he looked at the charts. And so that compounds, right? Like every day, if he does that every day for a month, for 2 months, he will start seeing it by himself. Oh shit, I see this, I'm mentoring this shit, I'm fucking confident in it, right?
That's my goal.
Yeah, exactly. And my goal is to make you confident in your strategy and what I teach you. And so as I said, I would like to guarantee like, oh, you will be confident in this. But I cannot tell how I can't guarantee how you operate and how your brain works. I can
Right.
give you everything. I can give you all the pieces of the puzzle and you can still fuck up. But I'm telling you something that you don't see, right? That you're not seeing right now. I'm telling you, use this. This is where you went wrong. The Nolan, fuck Asia session, fuck London session. Yeah, use them. Use swing highs and lows. So you can write this down. Never trade unless you have something to trade away from.
Can I ask a quick question though? You said
Oh,
you
of
only
course.
want to look for things to trade away from. So
Exactly. Oh,
theoretically,
good. All right. Yeah.
theoretically, because we're at all-time highs, we should only be looking for sells.
No. No. Why? Why no? Why is my answer no? Because you can get on Monday, and then like a fucking few hours, right? When the shit opens, you can get a retracement down. For example, I don't know what will happen. I'm just telling you what can happen. I don't know because right now I don't have much information from the markets, if that makes sense.
Right.
But the only information right now that I have is we swept all-time highs. That's the thing, and we stopped there, right? So I don't have information for me to tell you, oh, this will happen. What can happen is we can go back into the some PDRA. So PDRA is fair value gap order block and shit. We can go back into it, tap it, and then trade away from it to all-time highs again and keep continuing higher. Or we can open higher, sweep the all-time highs with SMT, and then have a higher time frame retracement, which I can trade on the 4-hour, right? So Nolan, what I mean by you can write it down because you're already kind of taking trades
Mm-hmm.
and you know a bit more than Adam. Never trade away. Never trade if you don't have something to trade away from. What does that mean? It's in this example, I have an SMT here, right? So that means that the 30-minute created a swing low that I'm trading away from. And that swing low, I'm gonna make this make sense. This swing low is inside of a 4-hour displacement candle. So the 4
Oh
hours
shit! Wait,
already, yeah,
back up just a little bit. What was you were just on the daily?
daily I was on the 30 minutes. And then I
Oh,
was on
that's
the
where.
4
Okay, that's where I got lost. Go back to the 30-minute, please. I'm
30
sorry.
minutes. All right.
Okay, so I see what you're saying. Okay, so there's an SMT divergence within this 4-hour fair value gap. Got it.
Yeah. Within the 4-hour displacement candle. Makes sense?
Okay. Yes.
All right. So in this candle, there is a swing low that you can trade away from. What time? So let me see for a second. I fucked up. My bad. This is an SMT. It's here, right? So, but it's still in. So it's inside this 9:30 is inside the 6 a.m. candle, right? Obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So and 4-hour already tells you it's a displacement candle. The daily already tells you it's a displacement candle. Makes sense?
It does.
So the 4-hour and the daily is already displacing. YM and NQ are not stopping above all-time highs. So you have your draw open still. You have your draw open. You have SMT. You're trading away from this swing low.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can hop in the lower time frames and say, oh, what is the market? What information do I have? I have an SMT, which is a protected low. I have a driver, or I have a volume, I have volume, which is 930, gives volume to the markets. I can enter confidently in this gap, put my stop here, take profit here. I'm in, I'm out. I don't give a fuck what happened next, right?
Right.
So that is what I mean by don't trade, never trade away if you don't have something to trade away from. Always, literally always, trade away from swing highs and lows. Doesn't matter what time frame. So for example, also one thing, you wanna trade when the SMT is already like close, in the terms of time. You want to trade when SMT is formed, not like here. You don't want to trade here, like not. I don't want to say this the wrong way. Not as soon
Right
as
at
possible.
the time of catalyst.
What?
Right at the time of the catalyst.
Yeah. The driver and
Yeah.
close to the SMT, right? If we're already up here, we're far away from the SMT. So you don't want to. The move is already half done. Makes sense. You can enter on this order block and put your stop here, right? But what R do you get?
Horrible.
Exactly.
Well,
So,
and that's, I usually try to get, and that's kind of why I've been entering on the 1 minute, which I know is probably not a smart idea, but is to try to get as close to the actual swing low or swing high as possible.
you don't need to do that. The 3 minutes will give you that. The 5 minutes will give you that. You trust me, because I had that same mindset. You're not missing out if you're not entering on the 1 minute. For the you're doing yourself a disservice. 1 minute will fake you out the most. So how I look at, I don't hop. Wait, let me go back into the charts. I never hop into the lower time frames if I don't see a swing on the 30 minute, on the 1 hour, the 4 hour, or something like that, right? I never enter the lower time frames. So I need to see the higher time frame telling me, yeah, I want this place. Then I can enter the lower time frames, right?
Okay,
So
so
be focused.
your actual, to a degree, your core trade setup is really like the 1 hour to daily, and then the lower time frames is just to enter because the 1 hour in daily you saw what you wanted.
Yep. Exactly.
Got it.
I never. You can't get enough information on the 1 minute. Why? Because the 1 minute is following what the higher time frames are doing. If that makes sense, right?
I have been using the high time frames and entering on the 1 minute, but yeah, I mean, I guess should use the 5 minute.
You can use the 5, the 3 minutes. Sometimes you can use the 1 minute, but because you're just like kind of starting off,
Yeah.
I would suggest to skip the 1 minute, right?
So let's say, for example, you determine an SMT on the daily, right?
All right.
And then you zoom into your lower time frame, say the 30 minute, and you're trying to identify your second SMT there for additional confirmation. Is there any, but say the daily said we're going to trade YN, that's the lagging asset. Is there any scenario where once you get on the 30 minute, the price action and the SMT on the 30 minute says, wait a minute, we actually don't need to trade YN. We need to flip over to NQ.
If the assets are correlated, they need to be uncorrelated at some time, right?
Right.
In order to be correlated, they need to be uncorrelated sometimes, right? So sometimes, or any day, every day, almost every day that happens, is you will have a stronger asset on the daily, but then in order for it to be correlated, the weaker asset will have a bigger move, like a bigger expansion. So I will trade that asset. How I confirm that is by that bullish and precision swing point, like bullish, bearish, right? Like, so random example, imagine that NQ was the strongest, right? Or NQ was the weakest, right?
Right.
But then this candle was, if NQ is the weakest, closed bullish on NQ and bearish on, let's say, YM, which was the strongest asset, right?
Right.
So now that means NQ is stronger because it wants to catch up to YM, which was stronger before that, right? Makes sense?
It does.
Yeah, so then that's how I confirm it. Candle closures, like, this candle closed bullish, for example, and on the other asset, which was stronger at that time, closed bearish. Oh, perfect. Now NQ is going to have a bigger move because it needs to catch up. But write this down if you want. I told this to Adam. NQ, when NQ is stronger, or when NQ is the strongest, YM is the weakest. ES is usually the middle pair, and vice versa. So when YM is the strongest, NQ is the weakest, ES is 90% of the time the middle pair. You will see it. Write it down, you will see it.
So to clarify then, if everything we went through for last Friday, it said hypothetically we were going to take the trade if the rules met, right? It said we should trade YM because that was the weakest asset. But if we had zoomed in to the 30-minute and the stronger assets weren't still showing strength, or maybe the SMT changed at that point, you would probably, that's why you wouldn't trade, because it would be like, well, it's saying we should trade YN, but the other assets aren't reacting to the SMT the way we want them to, so we're just going to stay out today. It's not like ever a situation where it's like NQ and ES say we should trade YN. We zoom into the lower time frames and it's like, oh, we're not going to trade YN. We're actually going to flip over to ES because of the lower time frame.
So you asked me a question and literally I can't give you an answer because there is every situation of that. So yeah. I can sometimes you will see it. Sometimes ES will randomly be the strongest and I will be like, bro, fuck this. And then, you know, I will adapt and overcome what the market gives me, right? I will be like, all right, this is what the market gives me. All right, then maybe I can trade ES. I have friends who I taught to trade. They trade exactly like me. And they're like, oh, I'm never trading ES. And I'm like, bro, you're missing out. And they don't trade ES. And I'm like, bro, you're missing out. Oh, I hate ES. I'm like, all right, your decision, you're missing out. So you will, like, you can trade any asset or every asset. Depends on the day, depends on what happens. Do we have a strength switch? Which asset is the strongest? It's like kind of complicated. You need to see it for yourself.
Yeah.
If I'm not like which you on calls, you know.
I definitely see where there's some time and experience with this.
Yeah, exactly.